Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Black Suit Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Superman is played by Henry Cavill. I found this figure at a Walmart store. They had Black Suit Superman, Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman, no sign of Batman. Looking forward to completing the team. Let's go and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse Superman from 2021's version of Justice League. One side of the package, Superman from Justice League. Other side simply says Superman. At the bottom, there's a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode in case that helps anybody. On the back side, here's Superman posed up, and here's a bunch of other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures you should check out. So with no further ado, let's open them up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. He does come with the McFarlane flight stand, as well as a collector's card, but no traditional accessories. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Superman, played by Henry Cavill from the Justice League film. And this is from Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's in his black suit, very reminiscent of the suit from the comics in Death and Return of Superman. So let's check him out. Starting with his face here, I'd say the Henry Cavill likeness is there. The paint job could do a lot better to flesh it out. I've seen some custom paint jobs on this guy and it looks great. The sculpt is there, but the paint is a little bit weak. You see the hair curled up, looks pretty good. Missing his signature curl though, but he didn't have it in the movie all the time. Mine's got a little bit of black stuff on his neck. Looks like maybe it's trying to be shading. Not sure how good that's coming out. And he's also got kind of a black spot on the side of his face here. And the sad thing is, I picked a better paint job of the two Superman figures there. So going further down, his suit looks excellent. This texturing all over it, just like in the film. Got the gray Superman logo on the front, the black suit. Looks like double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. You can see the sculpted abs. The cape itself looks pretty good. It's flowing down in a flat position. Underneath, one disappointing thing, this guy didn't come with any extra hands. He's got sort of one semi-flight hand and one fist. Overall, a good looking figure, but could be a little better. My opinion about the head sculpt, it's pretty good. The Henry Cavill likeness is there, the sculpt is there, but the paint job is mediocre. It just looks like he has makeup caked on himself. What do you guys think? Drop me a line in the comments below. Like I said before, I've seen some really good repaints of this guy, and it really brings out the likeness. And as cool as the black suit is, I'm happy they used it in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I'm really looking forward to the red and blue Superman, the Target exclusive. That's the one I'm really excited for. I thought it was kind of interesting and kind of cool how the cape here has this folded under look to it. You can see it's like the cape could be spread out a whole lot more. Just a kind of interesting detail. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with his display stand. So here's his display stand. It's a transparent flight stand. It's the same one that's come with many other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. It comes in two separate pieces. When fully assembled, it's going to look like this. It's got a perfect circle at the bottom. It's transparent. It says DC on it. It's got one peg for the peg holes on his feet. Above that, it's got this post leading to a clamp to hold your figures. This clamp here, it's hinged. Go up and down. It can rotate as well. And then, of course, it can open and grab onto your figure, hold him midair. Here's an example of how he'll look with the flight stand. Now let's look at his collector's card. Here's an image of Henry Cavill posed up as Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I assume this was some promotional material. You can see Superman from Justice League. On the back, we have a little description. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause now. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's sitting at about 7.3 inches tall. Pretty large, even for a McFarlane figure. That's going to translate to about 18.5 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. He can look up and down about this far, not too bad. Head goes up pretty far, not enough to give him to a flight pose, but combine it with his ab crunch, and you can get him into a really nice flight pose there. His head can also turn from one side to the other, tilting it, giving him a good amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint goes out considerably more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest area, just increasing the range of motion here. He's got a bicep cut, but doesn't go very far. His large bicep here sort of prevents it from going further. Elbows, double jointed. They go all the way back. His wrist here has a ball in it, and I will say they made the ball flesh colored. They have listened to fan criticism from Action Comics number 1000 Superman, where he had the ball there painted blue. Wrist can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. Now, the hands don't pop off easily. That was one thing I was curious about. Can I use the Action Comics Superman hands? And maybe I can heat them up and use them, but they don't just simply pop out. He's got a ball joint in his torso, can rotate around, go forward and back. Another ball joint in his waist, can also rotate around, go forward and back, giving him a good range of motion in his torso area. Legs go about this far. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. There is a little bit of rotation, but not too much. They go forward about that far, back, not too much at all. Double jointed knees below that. Then his ankle here has a ball in it, goes forward and back, can rotate, can tilt and rock, and their toe articulation. Here's Superman flying through the city skies of Metropolis. Here's Superman posed up in the night sky, and here he is in the sky, getting a little more angry with his heat vision coming out. Here's General Zod and some of his Kryptonian warriors from Man of Steel. They're getting ready to take on this Superman. Here's this Superman taking on an armored Batman from Batman vs. Superman. And as we all know, just as Batman is about to make the killing blow, he has a change of heart. And here's Superman about to stab Doomsday with the kryptonite spear, willing to sacrifice his own life to save the world. Then, here's Superman and the rest of the Justice League taking on Steppenwolf and his parademons. Now let's check them out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here are all the McFarlane Snyder Cut figures I've got so far. We've got Flash, Cyborg with his helmet on, Black Suit Superman, and Aquaman. Both Superman and Aquaman are very large figures. I can't wait to get the rest of them, regular Cyborg, all three versions of Batman, and their red and blue Superman. Add Wonder Woman into the mix from 1984, and you've almost got the complete team. And here are their Mattel counterparts. Here are all the different Superman figures McFarlane has made so far. The next one coming out is the Target exclusive red and blue variant of the Snyder Cut Superman. And then there's a rumored Rebirth Superman in the near future. Here's Superman, next to what I believe is the only other live-action McFarlane DC Multiverse figure they've made. This is Arrow, Oliver Queen from the TV show Arrow. And here's my entire McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Here are all the variants in front of you. Besides the Justice League Snyder Cut figures, I'm fully caught up, and they've shown some really cool stuff coming in the near future. Now let's check them out next to some other companies' versions of the Henry Cavill Superman. Here he is with the Mattel Black Suit Superman. It's not a bad figure, but it's nowhere near as good as his McFarlane figure, and it originally retailed for almost the same amount. Then, next to all the different Henry Cavill as Superman Movie Master figures by Mattel, these are from Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League, the Whedon cut. Here he is, next to a basic version of Superman in the black suit, very non-screen accurate. Then, next to a few basic Henry Cavill as Superman figures. And here he is, next to a Mafex Henry Cavill Superman figure. Then, next to a Mezco version. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane figure, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work my way smaller. I'm going to include as many Superman figures as I can in these comparisons. Here he is, next to some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select Toys. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Superman figures. And here he is, next to some NECA figures. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here, next to some Maplex figures. Then, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, here he is next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. Overall, this is a pretty nice figure. He's a little bit too big. The sculpt is excellent in this guy. The texture on the suit, the sculpt in the face. The paint job is pretty good, but could be a little better on the face. It would really bring out the sculpt. The sculpt is there. His accessories are pretty much non-existent. I really could have at least used some extra hands. Some heat vision effects would be very nice as well. If I were to rate this figure, I think I'd give him a 7.5 out of 10. I'm enjoying him, but at least from what I've seen so far, it looks like the Flash and Cyborg have the best likeness of the bunch. Looking really forward to getting the red and blue version of this Superman. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.